Hi everyone, here's just a quick update for Module 4. Hopefully you have had a chance to look at the module and start planning out the assignments in the module. So this is our first module dealing with poetry. Module 4 and 5 will both do poetry just like the short story modules. You'll do one now and then two in the next module, so you'll have a total of 3 poems that you complete and turn in. So poetry for a lot of students is a little bit harder. So I'll warn you right now, unless you have a lot of experience writing poems, you may find this unit to be a little bit challenging. So one of the things I want you to remember is that poems do not have to rhyme. A lot of students come in thinking that, oh, I have to make this a rhyming poem, and actually most poems that don't rhyme are a little better because you're not trying to force the rhyme in there. Every word counts in a poem more so than in a short story. Short stories are kind of the same way, where we want to focus on exactly the wording that you use, but for poems, every word absolutely counts. Sometimes it counts because of the number of syllables, sometimes it counts because of the image that it provides, sometimes it counts because of how well it's used with the other words in the poem. So that's one of the reasons why it makes it so challenging. The other reason why poems are so challenging is because it's often difficult to tell when the poem is finished. With a short story, you go from beginning to end. You check content, make sure everything makes sense and is accurate, and then you're done. But with a poem, especially a shorter poem, it's really hard to tell when are you done. When do you have to stop correcting words or changing words for the poem to be finished. So you may go through more drafts of the poems. So what you'll be doing in this unit is similar to the first short story unit. We have a creative writing activities discussion board, 2 posts. Again, these are used to just help you practice skills that I would do, something like in class. You get to practice skills and see what other people are doing, and they're a little bit more fun. So I really encourage you to start there if you're having trouble getting into the module. You're also doing a poetry elements assignment, which again will allow you to practice writing a poem and using poetic elements without having a formal assignment to do. And then you will be turning in your first poem, the mimicry poem, in this unit. The other 2 things that you want to make sure that you get done are your journal. All 8 entries are due in this module, and they will be graded. So starting in Module 5, we will start the second journal assignment. So in the grade book, you'll actually see it divided into 2 journals. So journal entries 1 through 8 are due, and then we'll do 9 through 16. And then the other thing you'll have in this unit, or this module, is the midterm feedback survey. And this really helps me to see whether or not everything in the class is going well for you, whether or not you're enjoying the assignments in this class, whether or not there's something that I can change in order to make this class better for you. So I look at that feedback. It's anonymous, but I really appreciate when students provide me with good feedback so I can make changes if I need to. You do get extra credit for taking this survey, so if you're looking for a little boost in your grade, make sure that you do that. Otherwise, that is our first poetry module. Again, we'll be working with poetry in the next module, so we'll get to talk about some more specifics then as well. I hope you all are enjoying the class, and I hope that you have a good weekend.